everybody. My name is Betsy. Thank you for joining me this evening for yoga. I'm Ashley's sister, and I have been formally teaching for about the past year and a half, informally teaching for probably the past 5 years to family and friends. I hope you enjoy tonight's yoga session, and I apologize I'm not able to be live with you, but hopefully this video works out. Alright, we'll go ahead and get started. So if everybody could lay down on your back, press the soles of your feet together and allow your knees to open wide. Hands can rest on your belly, or if this is too intense for your hips, your fists can rest under your thighs to help add a bit of a cushion for your legs. And we'll take the next few moments to just allow ourselves to settle in, fully arrive for our practice this evening. Just letting the day melt away. Bringing your awareness to your mat. Feeling your body continue to settle down into your space. Noticing where your body connects with your mat. Noticing where your mat connects with your body. Now bringing that focus to your breath. First, just notice how the breath moves through your body. Following that flow of breath, let's begin to deepen our breath. Lengthening each inhale. Lengthening each exhale. Moving into some deep belly breathing. So each inhale, feeling the belly rise, pressing into your palms. And each exhale, the belly falls, the body gets heavy. Nice deep inhale. Feeling the belly and the chest rise. And a nice deep exhale, feeling the body continue to settle down into your space. If the mind wants to wander, see if you can bring it back to your breath. We'll settle in for 5 more deep breaths. Your next inhale draws the knees together. And then we'll pull our knees into our chest, giving yourself a nice hug. Feeling that low back connect with the earth. Arms reaching out to the side, forming a T. We'll let the knees fall over to the left, moving into a gentle twist. 3 deep breaths. Inhale brings the knees back to center. Exhale, knees fall over to the right. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, knees draw back to center, hugging them in one more time. And then we'll roll up onto our butts and then transition into child's pose. So we'll transition around to tabletop and then our seat back onto our heels, arms extending out in front, forehead releasing onto the mat. If your forehead doesn't reach the mat, you can stack fists or stack your palms. This pose is meant to be restful. Focusing your breath into the back side of the body. Walk your hands over to the right, growing the left side long. Pressing your palms down into the earth, trying to press the ground away from you. Feel that left hip reach to the wall behind you. 3 deep breaths. Walk your hands back to center. Pause for a moment. Hey, Sophie. Walk your hands over to the left side. Grow the right side long. Root your hands down. Press the ground away from you. Right hip reaches to the wall behind. 3 deep breaths. Walk back to center. Pause here for a moment. And then shift your weight forward, moving up into a tabletop position, hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Begin to move through cat-cow. So an inhale drops the belly, lifts the heart. Exhale rounds you up into your Halloween cat, feeling that navel pull up and in. Full exhale. Full inhale drops the belly, lifts the heart into cow. Exhale rounds you up, Halloween cat. Inhale drops the belly, lifts the heart. Exhale rounds you up into your Halloween cat. One more round. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And we'll meet back in a neutral spine, tabletop. Inhale to extend that right arm long in front. And now we'll extend that left leg long behind. Feeling length from fingertip all the way down to your toes. Staying here, or we'll begin to connect movement or breath with movement. So inhale reaches long. Exhale pulls knee and elbow into center, rounding up into that cat. Inhale extends long. Exhale pulls in, rounding up, navel draws in. Inhale to extend long. Exhale pulls in. Inhale to reach long. And then exhale, slowly lowers back down to tabletop. Just wag out your tail, so swaying the hips side to side. Meeting back in center. Inhale to extend that left arm long. And we'll reach that right leg long behind. Staying here, or beginning to move. And inhale to reach long. Exhale draws in. Inhale to reach long. Exhale draws in, rounding up. Inhale to reach long. Exhale pulls in. Inhale reaches long. Exhale slowly lowers. Wagging your tail a couple more times. Leaning back in center, spreading those fingers wide, rooting the hands down, feeling the arms pull in towards one another, active arms. We'll curl those toes under, pressing the hips back to the heels, and then hips towards the sky, moving into downward facing dog. Active arms here. Just begin to walk out your dog, bending one knee and the other. Just beginning to wake up the back side of the body. We'll bend that left knee, pause. Focusing on lengthening that right leg. Equal weight in both hands, both arms. Now let's bend that right knee deep, lengthening the left. Now we'll lengthen both sides. Hips and heels reach over to the left, back to center, over to the right. And we'll meet back in center. And then begin to walk your feet up towards your hand, meeting at the top of your mat. Pausing here in a forward fold. Let the arms hang heavy. Neck is long and loose. Head is heavy. Knees can bend as much as you need. Inhale to lengthen halfway, so really elongating that spine. We don't want to round here, so we want to activate those back muscles, activate that core. Exhale, folds down. Inhale to root down through your feet, reaching those arms wide, lifting all the way up. Hands meeting at heart center. Pausing here for a moment. Softly closing your eyes. Just noticing what it feels like after bringing in a bit of movement and breath into the body. Feeling those feet rooting down into your mat, rooting down into the floor, rooting down into the ground. Legs are strong and sturdy. Feeling the power in your center. Draw the shoulders down our back. And notice how that subtle movement softly lifts that heart. Inhale to stand as tall as you stood all day. Exhale, chin drops towards the chest. Softly opening the eyes, gaze moves forward, lifting the chin. And now we'll move through a few rounds of sun salutations to begin to warm the body up. So inhale, fingertips reach up to the sky. Exhale, spread your wings, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale, folds down. Bending your knees to plant your hands, stepping your feet back to plank. Pausing here for a moment, feel that core fire up. Feel the upper body active, lower body active. From toes or from knees, we'll lower down, bending at our elbows. Elbows squeezing in towards the ribs. Releasing all the way down onto your chest. Next, inhale, lifts the heart, baby cobra. Little to no weight in the hands. Pausing here. Inhale to press through the hands, lifting up a bit more. Exhale, stay. Inhale, pressing even more if you can. Exhale, lowers down. Inhale, finds your strength. Exhale, presses you halfway back. All the way back to plank. Hips to the sky, down dog. 3 deep breaths. One more inhale, hips towards the sky. Exhale, stepping those feet to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold down. Inhale to root down through the feet, reaching those arms wide, lifting all the way up. Hands meeting back at heart center. One more time. Inhale, fingertips reaching to the sky. Exhale, spread your wings. Forward fold. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale, folds down. Bending your knees to plant your hands. Step back to plank. Pause here. Feel the body fire up. Feel that strength and power. From toes or from knees, we'll begin to lower down, bending at the elbows, pausing halfway, then releasing all the way down. Inhale, heart lifts, baby cobra. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, pressing through the hands. Exhale, stays here. Inhale, pressing through the arms. Exhale, lowers. Inhale, finds your strength. Exhale, presses you halfway back, all the way to plank. Hips to the sky, down dog. 3 deep breaths. One more inhale, hips reach to the sky. Exhale, gaze moves between the hands, step those feet to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale, folds down. Pausing here in a forward fold for a few moments. It might feel nice to grab hands to opposite elbows. Or even cupping your hands behind your head. Again, knees can stay bent. We'll release out of that. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale, folds down. Inhale to root down as we reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands meeting at heart center. Releasing them down to your side and giving the body a shake. Now we'll move into tree pose, which is a nice balancing pose. So we'll check in with our feet. Feet are rooted and grounded. We'll bring our hands to heart center. Let's bring our focus to that right foot and right leg. Feeling that right foot really rooting down. Right leg is strong. We'll step that left foot in next to the right foot, rotating the leg so the knee opens out to the side and we're on the ball of our left foot. Staying here and working on the balance. Or maybe sliding that foot up to the inside of that lower leg. We don't want to be on the inside of that knee. And we'll stay here at the lower leg for now. So bringing that awareness back to the standing leg, feeling that right foot root down, right leg is strong. And then feeling that right leg connect with the bottom of the left foot. And then feeling that left foot equally pressing back into that right leg. Left knee continues to open outward, externally rotating in the left hip. It's helpful if you find something that doesn't move to stare at. So probably not me. Maybe a spot on the floor or the wall. Hands can stay at heart center or begin to grow your tree upward. Maybe your tree wants to grow outward. Hands meeting back at heart center. If you fall out, that's okay. Just get right back into it. But starting from a strong base, a strong foundation. Strong, sturdy leg. Next, inhale, we'll lift that left knee up. Exhale, extends that left leg out in front and releasing it all the way down. Releasing the arms, giving the legs a shake. We'll check back in and work on tree pose on the other side. Strong, sturdy legs. Now bringing that awareness to your left leg, feeling that left foot root down. Left leg strong and sturdy. We'll step that right foot into the left, rotating open, feeling that external rotation in the right hip. Staying here or lifting that right foot so it's pressing into the inside of that left lower leg, not on the knee joint. Watch out for wandering cats. So feeling the strength and power in that standing leg. Feeling that connection between the right foot and the left leg. Equally pressing into one another. Right knee continuing to work open, externally rotating. Hands can stay at heart center or reaching out to the side for a bit more stability. Or maybe your tree wants to grow, blow in the wind. Or maybe reaching all the way up to the redwoods. Hands back down at heart center. Inhale, lifts that right knee. Exhale, extends that right leg out in front, and we'll release it all the way down. Giving the body a shake. Hey, solvers. Alright, now we can step to the top of our mat if we're not already there. Stepping back with that right leg, we're moving into Warrior 1. Warrior 1, Warrior 3 series. So, when we're stepping back with that right leg, we want to keep train tracks. So you see how my feet aren't lined up? So when we want tightrope, this is tightrope, this is train tracks. So about hip distance or a little bit further. And you're going to rotate that right foot about a 45-degree angle. So that back foot is at a 45-degree angle. And you're going to sink into this left knee any amount. So we've got train tracks in the legs, right foot 45 degree, and then bending into this left leg any amount. Feeling that right hip pull forward, left hip reaches back, trying to square up those hips. This is a balance and a strength and a flexibility pose. Hands can stay at the hips, heart center, or reaching up. Careful if you reach up not to splay out the ribs, so really zip the ribs back together. Right foot is rooting down, and maybe you can sink a little bit more into that left leg. Inhale to reach forward out over that left leg. Exhale lifts us back up. Hands meeting back at heart center, and we'll step that right foot forward. Giving the legs a shake. Hands at the hips, we'll step that left foot back this time. Train tracks with the legs. Left foot opens at a 45